Hey everyone, welcome to the top percentile. My name is Harsh Shah. I secured a 99.9 in percentile and an all-India rank 4 in CET 2020. And well, we are finally here when CET 2021 is just one day away. I'm assuming that you're watching this video just a day before your actual test. And what should I say? It has been a very long journey, a journey full of efforts, ups and downs. A lot of patience has gone into it because of the delays, but we are finally here, and tomorrow is your CET, which you absolutely have to nail. Now, in this video, what I'm going to try and cover is the different do's and don'ts for your final day and the mindset that you have to go with for your test. For those 2.5 hours, what should be your mindset? What should be your thinking process? So let me quickly start off with it. I'm going to start with the don'ts first. Well, on the day of your CET, avoid giving a test. Not avoid, actually do not give a mock on that day. You want to stay fresh, you don't want to get exhausted, and a mock will take up a lot of energy. So whatever you have done till now, it's fine. But on the day of CET, do not give a mock. Just keep yourself as fresh as you can. And speaking of you being as fresh as you want to, please sleep early. You don't want to sleep extremely late and wake up early. No, you have to be well rested. You have to be in the correct state of mind. You have to be refreshed and energized for your test. So try and get about 8 or more hours of sleep on the day of your CET. The next don't is that a lot of times during such crucial exams, even the best of people get their nerves cracked. You get anxious, you get stressed, you get under a lot of pressure, but it's actually in your hands. Talk to people, talk to your friends, talk to your family. Just stay as stress free as you can. Do not come under any sort of pressure. Don't become anxious at all. Just stay in a very jovial and a very positive mood throughout the day, and that will definitely help you doing your best during the test actually. And finally, the last don't I'll say is that for your exam, if your arrival time is, let's say, 12, if the gate closing time is 12, if your reporting time is 11, then try to be on the floor by that time. Don't be late at all, because otherwise you'll be kicked out and you won't even get a chance, in fact, to give your test. So be on time, don't at all be late. And those are the four things. If I just have to cover it again: no mocks, no late sleeping, sleep early, don't get stressed, nervous, or anxious. Just try to talk to people, stay relaxed for the entire day, and finally, don't be late. Now, those were the don'ts, which are only four, but there's a big list of do's that I would really appreciate if you all do, and that will really help you all, give your test in a much better, much more prepared way. The first do's is that you, on the day of your CET, you have to practice your calculations, your tables, squares, cube, factorials, fractions, all these things. Just revise it once. Just tables till maybe 20, 25, cubes till 12, squares till around 30, factorials and fractions, factorials till 10, fractions till 1 by 20. All these things will help you warm up for the actual test. And when the paper is there, you'll be set in to glide through the paper. So just revise all these things, and then your brain will start functioning. The next revision is formulas. I told you not to give mocks, but before going for the paper, make sure that you go through your formulas just once. Don't try to memorize it at that point of time. Just go through all the sheets that you have written till now, all the things that you have culminated. It's like a final glance to all the hard work that you have put in for the last 8, 10, or 12 months maybe. So go through your formula book, just glance through it. That's what I would say. The third do will be, you need to have a good amount of breakfast before you go for the test. A lot of times, if you're not having a lot of food before going, you might feel dizzy over there. You might not really feel energized. So just to make sure, have good amount of breakfast that satisfies you and does not satisfy you over the board. Just have a good amount so that you don't even feel sleepy or you don't even feel dizzy. So that's about the breakfast. Next, you have to keep a water bottle with you before going into the paper. If they allow you to keep the bottle next to you, that's fine. If they don't allow you, then make sure you have a couple of sips before going for the test, before leaving your home. Just stay hydrated, because that will also keep you in the right energy mode throughout those 2.5 hours. So stay hydrated, have plenty of water. I believe you can also have some bathroom breaks if required. Avoid going to the bathroom in those couple of hours, but just keep yourself hydrated. Then a few things to carry would of course be your pen, your pencil, your admit card. All these things are mandatory. Your driver's license or Aadhaar card as your identity proof. Carry 2 or more photographs of yourself if they are required on the center. So it's always better to be safe rather than sorry. You will not have really, you won't really have much time to go back to your place to collect all these things. So it's better if you have these things in your bag: pen, paper, admit card, identity proof, and a couple of photographs, extra photographs. That being said, I would really like if you all dress comfortably for your test. You don't really want to wear really tight clothes. You're not going to the test center to impress anyone. You're just going over there to nail your test, to get the best score. And for that to happen, you have to be comfortable in what you're wearing. Otherwise, you will just get distracted if something is coming off, if something is really tight. So just dress comfortably. Make sure you are not into a very jazzy sort of clothes. I used to wear a white t-shirt for all my competitive exams because that will just keep me at peace and I'll keep my head straight. Finally, before going for the paper, I usually used to take blessings of my parents, family members, God, whichever God you believe in. If you also believe in that, you can definitely do that. Before starting the test, the next step is that before starting the test, for 5 minutes, just close your eyes. Think of your strategy, what you are going to do in the next 2.5 hours. Think of where you want to be after the test, the college that you want to be. You have to think about that. That is going to inspire you. That is going to keep you focused for the next 2.5 hours. So that's about the do's that you want to do on the day of your exam. Now, coming to the mindset, well, this is where the game will change for a lot of people. If you're not in the correct mindset, if you are demotivated, if you're feeling low on that day, the paper might not go that well. But if you are headstrong, if you know that you have put in efforts for the past 6, 8, 10, 12 months, you have to go in with an attitude of, I am the best and I'm going to do my best. If you go in with this attitude, if you go in with a lot of confidence, a lot of things will become simpler. Going through those 150 questions will become a piece of cake if you have that sort of a confidence. So stay headstrong, go in with a lot of confidence, go in with the belief that you are the killer. You are going to be the rank 1 for this year, CET 2021. You will be the absolute best. That's the attitude you have to go in with. And finally, I'm going to say that this is a quote that is very dear to me. It inspires me every time I read it, or it inspires me every time I look at it. It goes like, hard work pays off, dreams come true. Hard work pays off, dreams come true. Tough times don't last, tough guys do. So all you have to do on the day of your test is be a tough guy, because you are the tough guy who is going to crack CET 2021 and get that all India rank 1. That's the attitude, that's the belief, that's the mindset you are going in with. And trust me, whatever the paper might be, you will be satisfied at the end of the day because you have done your best. Right. And yes, with that, I really hope that I see a lot of you in JBIMS next year, and hoping to have a good time if you all get selected and if you all crack the test. So wishing you a very best of luck and wishing you a great test from the entire team of Top Percentile. And we'll see you all soon. All the best. Take care.